John Laser, Mike Burnup now joined by head coach Buzz Williams. And first of all, Coach, you said it during our pregame conversation. This Alabama State team is a team that can play, Jamel Waters particularly, and unfortunately that was prophetic. How was Alabama State able to get the better of your team tonight?
I thought we were fine offensively. I think if you score 82 points at home and you shoot 40 free throws, I think you should win. I think we have an idea how we're going to be offensively. I think we have some guys that can make plays. I think we have some guys that can make shots. Sometimes we're a little too cute. That never works. We have to figure out who we're going to be defensively. Waters is a really good player. He'll finish in the top 20 in the country in scoring. But there was no execution defensively relative to what we were doing offensively. Within the things that we practice, I think we do the right things. I'm not placing the loss on our guys. The loss is on me. But we have to have that same swag, that same identity offensively. We need that defensively. And we've got to figure out who those guys are that give us that defensively. Because offensively, obviously, I think we've kind of figured it out. But I don't know that the guys that have that swag offensively are the guys that have that swag defensively. And so we've got to figure that out.
And that's what you talked about. And I know 85 points is far too many, and 11 offensive rebounds in the second half led to 15 points. That's way too many, huh?
Well, they're you know, points per possession. Everybody talks about that offensively. Obviously, you can do the same thing defensively. Our points per possession was 1.05. That's pretty good. It's not great, but it's definitely good enough to win. Theirs for the game was 1.16, which is bordering on really, really good. In the second half, our defensive points per possession, which is their offensive, was 1.33, which is elite. Like, that's good enough to win a national championship. So, again, we'll see if we learn from it. If we don't learn from it, we'll struggle in every game. We won't struggle to score, but we'll struggle to prevent teams from scoring. And typically speaking, if you're constantly out of position defensively, that means you're out of position whether they have the ball or they've shot the ball, which leads to offensive rebounds. That'll probably be one of the smaller teams we play.
Yeah.
And they had 15 offensive rebounds, so that's not good.
Coach, one silver lining, the play of Zach Leday, his Hokie debut tonight, and I know you win or lose as a team, but can you just touch on what you liked from Zach tonight?
He's a good player. I don't know why this is. Maybe it's just because of how I was raised. Maybe it's been my upbringing in this business. Normally the guys that nobody talks about, those are always the ones that work out really well. And that's kind of how I coach. And that's who Zach is. And he was easily the best player other than Waters. He was the best player on our team for sure. And he was the guy that, he was just the throw-in guy. No, he wasn't a throw-in guy. He's a pretty good player. And we had a hard time trying to figure out how to get him off the floor because he will rebound. He is crafty in the post. He can make a catch-shoot shot, and he's going to get fouled. And we need all of those things. And so offensively, loved what he did. We need to help him defensively, along with the other 10 or 12 guys that played tonight.
Coach, I know you're chomping at the bit to get back to work. We'll let you do it. Thank you for a couple moments that you gave us.